Hello, my name is Rhonda Bender, the bird with a brush, and today I'm going to be unboxing the latest release from one of my favorite boutique miniature companies. So before I jump into the unboxing, I'd like to give you a little context about these miniatures so that you know where you're getting your information from. These were the first two in the series from Shoshie's Miniatures, and I purchased these in the pre-order period, which is coming up for the miniature I'm going to show you. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. This one I received from Shoshie as a part of a skills exchange. I let her use the notes from one of my miniature painting classes, and then she thanked me by sending me one of these figures. And this figure she sent to me to do this unboxing with all of you. The miniature that I have to show you is a preview copy, so it didn't come in a box, but if you order one, you'll get it in a box. I assume that's similar to this, with labeling information, and I'll open up the two boxes I have from previous releases and give you a look at that later in the video. So now let's dive into the unwrapping, and I actually have not taken a look at this since I received it because I wanted to do it on camera. So my guess would be, and we'll take a look at this when I open the boxes, that the retail copies will have a little more wrapping or padding. And now let's take out all these components and see what we have. So here's the main body. These figures are cast in resin by Orzel Studios. This is a scar that's sculpted into the figure. This is not a problem with the resin casting, which is very lovely and smooth. Then the leg fits in. Excellent join. Nice positioning. And then both of the legs together fit into this base. So this is a little notch for fitting onto the base, and this leg also has a notch on the foot. So although I am not the best at assembly, I'm not seeing any reason for me to panic or dread the assembly of this miniature. That's the left arm, fits very nicely. The right arm, which is reaching up to pet the little kitty cat. Give you a good close look at the little kitty cat. And I really like that expressive gesture. Cute fluffy tail. And then let's see if I can fit his head on and keep it there for a minute. He's turning to look at the kitty cat. Take a closer look at the face. Look at this fun windswept hair. I'll try to include some photographs of the completely assembled piece as well. And there is a second cat with a little tail to glue on. Adorable. So cute. And I'm not sure if the card was showing when I first started unwrapping, but the name of the piece is Cat Daddy, very understandably. And I especially liked this one because this is kind of the story of how we got one of our cats. So we'd seen this little, well, teenage orange tabby kind of running around our neighborhood for a while. And we thought he might belong to one of our neighbors. Some of our neighbors keep indoor, outdoor cats. But after seeing him a few more times, we became concerned that he had been abandoned and didn't have a home. And one night my husband was out very late, and it was raining. He came home, and the little kitty was wandering around all wet and sad. So we picked him up and brought him inside, and that is how we got our cat, one of our cats. His name is Corbin Dallas, after the movie. So when I saw this piece, it just immediately reminded me of, my husband picking up this sad little stray. And this is not actually the first stray that we brought into the house, but it is the first one we were able to keep. We had to rehome some of the others because they didn't get along with the resident cats. But this guy was fine being bossed around by the older kitties, even though he grew up he's now too large to sit on your shoulder without causing you grievous bodily harm. So here is Cat Daddy, mostly assembled. Give you a look at him as a complete figure. This figure will be available for pre-order from September 28th to October 1st, 2023. So if you want to guarantee that you get one, you will be able to pre-order on the Shoshie's Minis website, which I will include down in the description box. And then you can be sure to get one. If they have any remaining afterwards, they'll go up on the website. So I also want to give you a quick look at the other figures that have come out in the series. This is Wishing for a Soul. It's an angel, and you can see in the picture, but you'll see even more when I unbox it, that he's got a very thoughtful, soulful, if you forgive the pun, expression. So each miniature comes with a certificate indicating which number in the print run it is, which Shoshie has signed. And you also get this super cool seal. There's some packing material to help keep it safe. It's bubble wrap. And then the various components. So these are 56 millimeter miniatures. They're a little larger, which makes them very sturdy in resin. And also easier to see things for those of us with aging eyes. So I think you can see his expression there, which is just lovely. Oh, and I forgot to mention that there are still copies of this figure up on the Shoshie's Minis website if you would like to purchase one. Nice Catch was the second release in the series from Shoshie's Minis. This one is no longer available for purchase. The print run sold out, so I'm not going to take it out of the box. But it depicts a Filipino-inspired merman who is very joyously going about catching today's supper. And that was what I really liked about this one, just the sense of exuberance and joy, and in doing a more prosaic activity, which is something I don't think is as common to find in miniatures. And that's kind of what Shoshie has been doing with this line, is she's trying to depict male characters in expressing emotions that are less typical, in situations that are less typical, or with body shapes that are less typical, like Cat Daddy, Dad Bod. For maybe not the most mainstream audience for miniatures. And I think I probably fall into maybe not the most mainstream audience for miniatures. So I've really been enjoying it, and I know that others have been as well. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. The third release in the line is the one that I received as part of a skills exchange with Shoshie. And it even comes with a little piece of scenery, which is this amazing bookcase. And it's a demon-inspired librarian sitting on this very comfy chair reading a book, of course, that he's taken off his bookshelf from his extensive library. The librarian figure with the scenery is also available on the Shoshie's Minis website for sale currently. Well, as of the time of making this video. So if you want to get your own copy of Cat Daddy and Friends, you need to go to Shoshie's Minis between September 28th and October 1st and pre-order one. Also, I'd just like to share some information about the team that is helping bring us these miniatures. Shoshie Bauer is the company owner, and she paints on Twitch and is probably well known to most of you in the miniature community. I'll include her webpage or Facebook page and other information in the description as well. The concept art is by Jules Illustrated. The sculptor is Fury and the Beast, and Orzel Studios does the beautiful resin casting. Thank you for joining me today to take a look at this awesome miniature that I hope to be able to prep up and paint soon. Possibly resembling my husband. Definitely one of the cats is going to be an orange tabby. Our other cat is gray tabby, and I don't know if that's too much tabby for one piece, but I'll have to decide what color to paint the other cat when I get there. But thank you. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them.